it feels like they are so reinvigorated and refreshed here because we got to see a 33 Brewmaster hero not really being picked up, and it looked phenomenal yesterday, Misery.
Yeah, I think perhaps Tundra are moving towards. I mean, we see them picking Pure Hero up really early. Like we saw them blind pick Ursa on 9 yesterday, and I think it's maybe that's a good recipe for Tundra. Just pick Pure Hero early and then leave 33 Hero Pool for the absolute last pick, and then he's able to cook these unconventional heroes, right? That fits really well into the draft because he has a very deep hero pool. It's just that normally 33 has been picking his hero really early on in the past, and
like opening with that axe.
Yeah, opening axe, picking Beastmaster first, letting it get countered, and then taking it from there. But I think this is maybe a different approach that we see from Tundra now. Yeah. We'll see if they keep doing this.
I mean, in the last month of play, 33 hasn't won a game on Doom. He hasn't won a game on Beastmaster. Like, these are some of his specialties. So
wow.
I feel like coming into Blast, we are feeling that, like, let's rethink what we want to do. Because when you see Pure, I'm expecting to see Ursa, Aber, Kez, just like blind pick your core, throw it into the mix. And I think seeing 33 go into these hero pools, like Brewmaster, it's not a new hero for him. It's like his 6th most played hero. It's like 100+ competitive games. So I am excited to see where Tundra can go with this. If Pure steps more into the sacrificial draft role to then enable 33, because there is chances that we see later pick Broodmothers and all like these random things from 33, but it's so hard to draft them unless you have someone else to kind of sacrifice themselves. And that's, of course, like when you think of previous Tundra, that's kind of what Dyrachyo did, right? You just pick some casual lifesteal or whatever really early on, and then 33 shines. When they made the roster changes, 33 kind of moved up in draft priority to like first phase, and they kind of been hit or miss. So yeah, I think this feels like a brand new Tundra, at least from yesterday.
Yeah, and that's totally valid to be able to coin them that way. And then on the flip side, coming up against Na'Vi, you already talked about what you kind of deem as their odds right now, but Na'Vi is powering up for Blast Slam 4. They almost made it to Singapore. They were literally one game away. We almost got to see them on LAN. And so now it feels like not so much a redemption for them, but trying to prove themselves that they're still up there. They're either just shy of making it to LAN or a team that's still able to get over that line and that threshold.
No, I think they have great potential, and I think they have really good building blocks. I think their players have good synergy. They have good cohesion. I think they like each other and they like working hard. You know, I know CY, and so I know that they're on the grind and they are actively. This is all they do. You know, none of them are like frolicking in the meadows. Like they're nose to the grindstone. They're working hard. Like they want to be at that tier 1 level, and they're really hungry for that. And so I think I enjoy watching them some of the most of any of the teams here, just because you can see the fire and you can see them trying to figure out their style and what heroes do we want. You know, we talked about that before, them putting themselves in holes sometimes with drafts, and so I think them figuring that out and getting a little more consistency there could be huge for them.
I just don't think they've found their true style yet, right? Because like when you look at every team at Slam, you could probably put them towards a team fight or a lane or something. With Na'Vi, I feel like every game it's just a little different, right? They're like hyper skirmishy, but no scaling, and it's like they're just a little lost right now. Once they find their identity, sure, they're gonna be very scary, but at the moment, I'm still not seeing a Na'Vi that's like, this is my Dota, try and beat us.
I kind of agree with that. I think their drafts have looked a bit here and there. It's not really like we see with Mouse that has a clear structure of Falcons for that matter.